They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This time Jackson will throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Weston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Weston. This one swung outside to Strong. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Patriots at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Weston, he's got it to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Weston. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that was one that I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Taking it right down Broadway. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Off the play fake. Weston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Strong. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Weston. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it, and the Patriots are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the 1st. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play It's a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong. A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
A final shot before break. Weston, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Steps away.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Back to throw.
Weston finds Strong on the check down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Dobbins on first. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 42-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on second down. Weston. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Weston. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
To throw on second down. Weston. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Throwing on third and long. Weston can't get away, and he's taken down.
David Ojabo running in to take him down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On second down, a run was strong.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. On first down, Weston.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Give up the middle to Strong. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 3rd down, Weston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
He's going to try and go deep again. And now here is another interception. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Going with Strong on the counter.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
On 3rd down, here's Strong.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A gain of 20 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. This time has run out on this ball game. So the final